Next, let's discuss contesting a shot. If you're in great position directly in front and close to the shooter, your best bet is to hold the right stick up to wall up and play a non-jumping contest. But if you're gapped off the shooter or closing out late, it's best to press the block button to leave your feet and try to get your hand closer to the shooter's eye line. The next tip is for perimeter defenders. If your matchup is over-dribbling or leaving the ball exposed, press the steal button to try and poke the ball free. With the intense D trigger released, you can also use the right stick to control whether you reach with your left or right hand, and if you want to try a dig steal or a strip. Reaching with the hand closest to the ball, move the stick to the left for your left hand and to the right for your right hand. Using the dig or strip steals at the proper time will boost your chances compared to pressing just the steal button. As a counter to steals, NBA 2K26 allows you to play quick protect moves.
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. So a look at our starters for Orlando. They've got Williams. He's out there with Banchero. And it's Page in at the center. And for New York, and coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would... would be the assumption, but BA, this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Washburn. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
New York working the ball around now, and it's rejected. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. And here's New York now. Back to Beasley. They get it back. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
No coverage that time. Washburn's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Washburn, no good.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And the dunk by Junior.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Beasley, that's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10 point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Orlando calls time.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Paolo Banchero. He's out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Washburn in at the point. That's tipped. Outside, Williams. Pass to Washburn. 5 to shoot. Pulls it. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
Home-cooked meals and their own beds might be exactly what these guys need. This squad has had a rough go of it lately, so this homestand could be just what the doctor ordered. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Washburn. He had 25 points in his last game. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting.
Not about to give up any easy baskets.
Murray's checked in for New York.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender, very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Here's Page, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Drops in the 3.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Knicks leading by 13 to the paint. Here's Junior. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Washburn to pass to Page. And Caro outside. Not going to go that time. For New York, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Orlando making a switch here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Pass to Fudge. Poke loose. Oh, stolen by Junior. To the inside. And the dunk by Junior.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
17-foot shot on the way. Yep, that one goes. 5 points in the game.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact. And working himself to the line.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Nicholson. Knocks it down from distance.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
To the middle. Junior with the bucket. Junior's got 20.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated.
And so it's New York in a good situation.
New York, 52. The Magic, 39.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned, Doris.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And for Orlando, Williams is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Washburn in at the 1. Pass to Banchero. Here's Washburn. 9 points in the game. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And he misses the fast break layup. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He added 33 points and kept others involved. Plus, his defensive intensity was fantastic. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Ali, great info there. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he drops it first. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Kelly's checked in for New York. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Down low. Here's Page, and down it goes. Dumps it through off a beautiful setup.
You can see Banchero has such excellent passing instincts. He knows when it's time to move the ball.
Pass to Edgecombe. Kicks it to Junior. All alone. Orlando with the rebound.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
The lead now in single digits.
Strong performance from him. But he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
New York leading by 9. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. And he makes it first.
At the line, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Junior. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Fudge. Here's Nicholson. He's got 11. The 3. No good on the shot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The Knicks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Back to Junior. New York working the ball around now to the inside. Ooh, poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Junior. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Washburn. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
And for the Magic, they've got Williams, and it's Washburn in at the one. To the paint. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. Tipped, and he gets it back. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three, and the three-pointer goes. Washburn's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
New York leading by 18.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Junior.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them, it was the efficiency with which he did it.
Here's Washburn. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Orlando with the ball. Pass to May. Orlando gets it back. Launches a three. Singletary grabs the miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Junior, soft touch off the glass. Junior's got 33 points.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
So New York takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Now Sacramento starting 5. Randall out there with Frazier. Then there's Gordon, and it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks, well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
The pressure ramps up, but as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Pass to Frazier. Here's Cox. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. He dunks on.
Always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Bulls. We're about 1 minute into the first. His three-pointer's off the mark. Cox is gone, 1 of 3 shooting so far. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And that one's good, Junior.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Cox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Livingston with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Fires from deep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6. And it's Junior missing. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Kings. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Drives to the hoop.
2 minutes remaining in the
That's a miss.
2 minutes.
He's made one and missed one. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's Frazier. His last outing with 20 points. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. Frazier is out there with Gordon. Then there's Wagner. And it's Cox in at the 2 spot.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now Livingston. 3-pointer. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Junior throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Wagner. His last outing, he had 8 points. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him. The Kings shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Livingston passes to Wagner. Here's Frazier. Sacramento again missing.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by New York. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Kelly's got 6 here in this quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Count it. Junior's got 16.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And so it's the New York Knicks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And for Sacramento, Gordon out there with Randall. Then there's Frazier, and it's Livingston in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline jam. That shot missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And for the Knicks, here's Kelly. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He had 36 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Kelly. He's got 6. Garibaldi defended by Gordon. Here's Schumacher. And yes, it's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Kings have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Frazier against Malone. And here's Livingston. Here's Frazier. Pass to Junior. Here's Kelly. Kelly kicks to Malone. Here's Garibaldi. Offline with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Kicks it out to Malone. New York moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best.
Both teams making substitutions here. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Dunleavy. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Frazier, and it's Cox in at the 2-guard spot.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Livingston, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Down low. And Junior throws it down.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Livingston. Frazier outside. To the paint. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. That one goes. Count it. Junior's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Cox, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
It's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Gordon, the pass to Dunleavy. Now here's Livingston. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long and good night, everyone.